United Airlines says it's making an effort to improve the travel experience for passengers with disabilities. Customers with wheelchairs can use United's new online tool to enter the dimensions of their chairs into the system. Then the search engine will prioritize planes with big enough cargo doors. United says customers can get reimbursements if they're forced into a pricier flight. The airline says it plans to roll out the changes early next year.
And starting November 30th, Israeli citizens will be able to enter the United States without a visa and vice versa. United States citizens can go into Israel without a visa. The Biden administration says Israel joining that U.S. visa waiver program. The admission of Israel in this program, it hinged on the treatment of Palestinian Americans. Now, officials say those issues have been settled and they had an extensive observation period. They found that Palestinian Americans faced restrictions traveling to Israel before they were able to seek travel visa-free on equivalent terms to other U.S. citizens. All right, some people who use the dating app Tinder will have to dig into their pockets to get access to some exclusive features. Tinder Select, a new invite-only membership tier. Get this. Costs $500 a month.
No.
$500. You're really looking for love for $500 a month. So subscribers will be allowed to direct message people without even having to match first. I don't know how that works. Members can also see and be seen on the app's most sought after profiles. Users will also have the option of hiding ads. For $500, you better not see any ads. And they're also going to be able to see all of the likes sent from the past week.
I'm so glad I don't have to be on the app.
Thank goodness. It's a whole other world out there.
Yeah.
For those of you who are, I wish you the best of luck.
Be safe.
I would advise
Please
not
be safe.
paying the $500, but that's just fiscal responsibility.
Go out, meet people in person.
Time now,
Don't be shy.
8:58, 78 degrees.
We have a lot of confidence in you. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We're going to take a live look outside an event aimed at celebrating Vanessa Guillen's birthday. Remember, Guillen killed at Fort Hood by another enlisted soldier back in 2020. Today, Guillen would have been 24 years old.
So this event hopes to bring awareness towards military sexual trauma and the passage of House Bill 2248, the Vanessa Guillen Day Act.
And back here in San Antonio, taking a live look out at the Alamo City. So the sun is up. We see the temps go up a little bit. Not too crazy, though. Still under 80 degrees. How warm will it get today? And could we see cooler temps on the way? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. For now, it is 9:01. It is Saturday, September 30th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us.
We're almost done.
When you say we're almost done, what do you mean?
With September,
Okay.
with the heat.
Okay.
And I think everyone is so ready for it, Sarah Spivey, and not just the cooler temps, but some potential rain as well.
I think everybody is excited about this. In fact, Justin Horn and I were talking, we can't remember a time when people were this hyped for the first cool front of the season. And yes, it's not going to be sweater weather just yet, so don't get too excited about that chill in the air, but we are going to finally break away from this weather pattern of temperatures in the 90s. But we have to wait. We have to get through this weekend and a good portion of next week. So let me get you through the day today. As you look outside right now, you can see that we've got some clouds out there with temperatures in the upper 70s. So it's 79 degrees in San Antonio, 70 in Comfort, 73 in Kerrville, a little bit more cloud cover across parts of the hill country, 79 in New Braunfels and 80 already at Stinson. Here's a look at your weekend forecast. It should look very familiar. Highs in the low 90s, 94 today, 92 tomorrow. And in the afternoon, like last week, we will have one or two isolated showers or storms, pop-up downpours. Coverage is only 20 to 30%. Today will be the 115th day in a row where the high has been above 90 degrees. We are going to see this streak end in the week ahead. Again, it's not going to be sweater weather, but it is going to feel a lot better. Details ahead coming up.
Sarah, thank you. We are starting to see the effects of the more than $3.7 billion San Antonio budget. One of the noticeable budget line items is slotted for bulletproof protection.
So as San Antonio's $3.7 billion budget starts to take effect this weekend, Avery Everett breaking down how this budget is built to really protect our SAPD officers.
Layered up and covered in coating. Michael Wange says this glass is built for protection.
You could shoot that panel 10, 15 times, it's not going through.
It's covered in a bulletproof film, and it's technology that's showing up more and more across San Antonio.
And there's a fear. People want to feel safe.
A1 is working to install this bulletproof film onto these panels for SAPD at its St. Mary's location. But to get this film onto vehicles isn't so easy, and that's because of the shape.
You're somewhat limited on a car as to the thickness of film that you can apply.
The San Antonio city budget that's set to take effect this weekend will add the funding for more similar glass protection to SAPD vehicles. This year, the city will spend more than $200,000 to replace the windshields and side glass on 30 SWAT and street crime cars. And in the years to come, $1.5 million will be invested in bulletproof glass for patrol vehicles.
It's effective, obviously, but it's also very expensive.
This comes after a month that saw the shootings of several San Antonio police officers.
We want our officers safe, absolutely.
Gun safety advocates say this is a step, but not a solution.
What is going to sustain them in the long run instead of a quick solution?
Wanke says this is a start that can buy more time.
The thicker the film, the more time you buy from somebody getting inside.
And that could be the difference between life and death. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Well, a program meant to help protect children from domestic violence and family trauma. It's something that San Antonio leaders are trying to bring to our community, creating a temporary crisis nursery. So a crisis center allows parents to voluntarily drop off and pick up their kids at a facility while the adults deal with family emergencies. So they say the main goal here, keep our kids safe. KSAT reached out to two separate organizations that run crisis nurseries, one of which is in El Paso here in Texas, the other in Cleveland. They say any community or any help that the community can provide is a big win for our kids.
It gives you 3 days to just relax, enjoy some time for yourself, and when you pick them up, hopefully you'll be a better parent.
We can work to keep kids safe and work to keep the families together. Overall, not only are the families and the children better off, our communities are better off, and it's a lot less expensive.
City Council members Manny Plas and Adriana Rocha Garcia, they've asked city staff to do some research, see what it would take for San Antonio to support a crisis nursery. We're going to keep you posted on those requests.
The Texas Supreme Court is siding with former top deputies of Attorney General Ken Paxton to move forward with the lawsuit. So the state's highest court rejected Paxton's request to dismiss the lawsuit. 4 people are suing the AG's office for wrongful termination and retaliation after reporting Paxton to the FBI. This comes just 2 weeks after Paxton was acquitted in his state Senate impeachment trial. Now the lawsuit goes to court in Travis County. Police have arrested a couple for allegedly selling a Margay cub and trying to sell a Jaguar cub. This happening in McAllen. The couple does not have a license to buy, sell, trade, or transport exotic animals. Federal authorities say they are the first to be charged under the Big Cat Act, which was enacted in December. It bans people from importing, transporting, selling, and possessing prohibited wildlife species. Authorities say the couple sold the Margay for $7,500 to an undercover agent. If convicted, they could get up to 5 years in federal prison and have to pay a $20,000 fine.
Well, a state of emergency in effect in New York and New Jersey after torrential rainfall in that area. If you haven't been on social media yet, you may not have seen these images, but they are startling to say the least. 23 million people under a flood watch. Government leaders urging people to stay off the roads and stay off of public transportation. Look at that. That's a transportation a lot of people are working with this weekend, using kayaks to traverse just city streets. Friday marked the wettest day on record in New York City since Hurricane Ida 2 years ago. And experts warn the rain may not be over yet.
A grand jury in Las Vegas has indicted the last living suspect in the 1996 killing of Tupac Shakur. Dwayne Davis is now charged with murder. Davis is the uncle of the suspected shooter and has long been linked to the case. He has admitted that he was in the car with his nephew when Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting near the Las Vegas Strip.
All right, well, back here at home, San Antonio, Military City, USA. To those of you watching who have served or are serving the military, thank you for your service. We know it is no easy feat. And now A couple hundred USA employees are learning that lesson firsthand. USA employees got the chance to see what it would be like to be in the military for just a day. About 500 workers took yesterday morning to volunteer the day of mock military service. The annual event called 0 Day PT has them complete a mile, finish other challenges, and I'll tell you what, it is no easy way to start the day.
So at USA, we're very focused on our members, and we want our employees to understand what it's like to serve so they can serve them better.
So after their day of military training was complete, each volunteer given dog tags for finishing a learning experience, but also helping a really good cause, raising funds and awareness for mental health services for our veterans. Time now 9:09, 78 degrees.
Okay, so you may have seen the new studies come out about aspartame, about how they could potentially cause cancer and autism in boys if consumed by pregnant women. But then we looked into stevia.
Okay.
Is that the healthy, safer option? I'll explain and how to make your own from your garden when we come back.
We're planters here on GMSA Weekends. Look at that. That is a gorgeous shot of downtown.
78?
Oh, come on. This is probably some blue skies peeking through, too. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey, what you can expect for the rest of the weekend and the work week in just a few moments. I love the intro. It's so fun.
So fun.
So
right?
this summer, the World Health Organization announced something not so fun. Aspartame, the sweetener found in diet drinks, Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, and other foods, it may cause cancer. So last week, UT Health San Antonio, they released a study of their own. They found that the sweetener could also cause autism in boys if consumed by women during their pregnancy. So the question posed in the newsroom, is there a more organic sweetener alternative?
There was a lot of chat in the newsroom about this. I'm a Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper girly. So this has been a hard one to swallow because I love everything that has 0 calories. It all has aspartame in it. So in today's Gardening with KSAT segment, I experiment with stevia grown straight from my garden and take you through my experience of making homemade organic stevia extract. So it's come out that the artificial sweetener aspartame could potentially cause cancer or autism in boys if consumed by pregnant women. So if you're like me and love your 0 calorie sweetener, is there a safer alternative? Is it officially safer? Experts say many more studies still need to be done, but a lot of people turn to stevia since it is plant-based. But even if it's labeled as organic, most store-bought stevia products have hidden chemicals like sugar alcohols that other studies say can be harmful. So how can you guarantee that your stevia is 100% natural, organic, without any added chemicals? You can make your own right from your herb garden. The triple-digit temperatures did a number on my stevia plant, so the amount of usable leaves from my plant, it wasn't a lot, but you can plant stevia from seed in the spring or from transplant from your local nursery. I went down the YouTube, Reddit, and blogger rabbit hole so you don't have to, and here's the easiest way I found. All you need are the leaves, a little bit of vodka, a jar, and a dropper bottle. Wash them, chop them, place them into a small jar, and pour enough vodka to cover. Let it sit for 24 to 48 hours. Pour the mixture into a strainer over a saucepan. Cook the extract in the pan for 20 minutes on a low heat while stirring often. Do not let it boil. The low heat allows the alcohol to cook off and improves the sweetness. Let it cool and pour into a dropper bottle and store it in the fridge. This will stay good for several months. To use, usually only 1 or 2 drops in your coffee is enough for effect. My extract turned out nicely and I will use it sparingly in my coffee or tea. Happy gardening! So you can see I only made the tiniest bit, but that tiny
How
bit.
are you on the camera and here at the same time?
It's magical.
All right, so I'm sorry. So use it a little bit.
That tiny bit's going to last for a long time. One, because you asked about the alcohol. The alcohol acts as preservative. So even though it cooks off, what it gets from the extract helps it stay good for several months in the fridge.
And you don't need to use like Grey Goose, right?
Oh no, that was a $6 bottle.
Okay, just for people out there who want to like do it, you don't have to go like top tier.
No, and people
over
also
here.
asked why the alcohol, because you can also use water, but the alcohol helps extract that sweetness from the leaves more efficiently. But you only need I had it in my coffee this morning, 2 to 3 drops.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all because stevia is 300 times sweeter than actual the taste of sugar.
How did it compare to the stevia packs you buy at the grocery store?
I feel like it's sweeter. That's why you only need 1 to 2 drops. Where if you get the extract that you buy, you need a whole dropper full because you can eat. If you ever just see a stevia plant, know what you're eating, though. You can just take a leaf and eat it. It
Yeah.
tastes like cotton candy, just
Okay.
eating the leaf.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is
Never done that.
fascinating.
I know.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's the safer option. That's
It is an alternative.
right. If
Yeah.
you want to know exactly what's going into your stevia, because
Right.
they put in all the chemicals.
We should have you on a Science with Sarah one day.
Let's
Let's do it.
Perfect hybrid.
Science
going
with
on.
Sarah's.
Science with the Sarahs.
that.
Okay, hey, you know what? I want to start this forecast by commiserating with you, okay? Because September, you've just lived through the hottest September in San Antonio's on record, and records date back to the 1880s. The lowest high temperature we experienced all month was 93. And this weekend, things are going to be pretty similar for us. Highs in the low 90s, an isolated shower storm. But it's not all bad news because we do expect a real deal cool front, the first one of the season, Wednesday night into Thursday. Now, notice that temperatures are not going to be cold, right? But it is going to be a lot more pleasant outside. So you won't need the sweaters just yet, but it will be better as far as the weather goes. And we've got a chance for rain too. So let's go ahead and talk about that. There's that stubborn high pressure system that's been around. This low pressure system is going to be strong enough to finally kick that high out to the curb. And we're going to be seeing this low grab colder air from Canada and pull it south. That's going to form a cold front, a cold pool of air that's going to be moving through Texas during the day on Wednesday. Now, it likely will not get to San Antonio until Wednesday night, but during the day on Wednesday, a few showers and storms ahead of that front are possible. Then that front is going to be moving through San Antonio Wednesday night, and temperatures will fall. Now, we're not going to get down into the 50s and 40s like they will in the hill country, but it is going to be a bit cooler and drier behind that front too, with drier air moving in from the north. In fact, this upcoming weekend, next weekend, could be really pleasant with low humidity and seasonable, comfortable temperatures. But first, we got to get through this weekend. And this weekend is going to be much of the same. Like last week, in the afternoons, there will be a few showers and storms, only isolated, but it's a possibility. Outside right now, it's 79 degrees, partly cloudy. We're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies by noon and 88. In the afternoon, we'll be in the low 90s. And it's after 3 p.m. that we have that small 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm. East winds at about 5 to 15 miles per hour, and this evening should be pretty nice for any kind of football games or Saturday night date plans, those kinds of things. Temperatures will be in the 80s with low humidity. Here's a look at neighborhood highs. 90 in Kerrville, 94 in Del Rio, 92 in Hondo, 94 in Pleasanton, 91 in Fredericksburg, and 87 in Rock Springs. We're going to be quite a bit warmer than average by 7 degrees in San Antonio. It'll be 93 in Canyon Lake. So let's just summarize this forecast for you. Don't expect much of a change to the forecast until Wednesday. So every day there will be at least an isolated shower or storm. Highs are going to be in the low 90s, and it's going to be humid. But by Wednesday, that front will be approaching. The front will move through Wednesday night, bringing a good chance for showers and storms. We may even be able to bump that 60% up as we get closer to when that front moves through. And the mornings are going to be in the 60s, afternoons in the 70s and 80s. A very welcome change to our forecast. And in the Weather Center, we are also getting excited about a solar eclipse, not one, but 2 solar eclipses moving through the San Antonio metro area. I'm going to have a countdown to our first annular eclipse in a long time coming up in just a bit.
I'm excited about that. I'm also going to wear a sweater. I don't care if it's 82 degrees.
Even if it's 82, you're a sweater gal?
But you're also like cold 24/7.
You're also like a vampire. So
I did not say that, although the sleep habits do mimic those, but that's fine. Neither here nor there.
Don't
Time
release
now.
my secrets, Max.
Yeah, enjoy the sweater. I will not be. Time now, 9:20, 79 degrees.
Let's take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 2, 1, 6, Fireball 3, Daily 4, 4, 1, 9, 3, Fireball 5.
If you win the lottery, you can buy all the sweaters.
And move to a colder location.
Never leaving Texas. Take a look at Cash 5, 1, 6, 10, 13, 25. Mega Millions, 18, 40, 47, 55, 64. Big number 11. Megaplier 4. Good luck. We'll be right back. So this has gone viral. mainly because of fears of inflation and economic turmoil. But here we are.
They know exactly what they're doing, Costco.
Yeah, here's a new one to add to your Costco shopping list, a gold bar. The retailer selling 1 ounce, 24 karat gold bars for just under $2,000 a piece.
They've been available on Costco's website and come individually stamped with a unique serial number. A Costco top executive says they're a hot item and are selling out within a couple of hours after being posted to the Costco website.
So the bars come from a South African mining company. The gold is non-refundable, and Saracosa, don't worry, it ships via UPS. So
I look like a person that's going to be
buying
gold bars.
You can buy all the gold bars that you want. I'm not a Costco member. I feel
I'm a Sam's Club girly.
Oh, there's a Diet Coke girly, Sam's Club girly.
You know,
it's
a club.
It's a club. Okay.
Literally, Sam's Club.
Sam's Club. Time now, 9:25, 80 degrees. You had too much fun with that one.
Okay. Also, Fun Texas Eats. They're premiering a new season after our show today. David Elder takes us to a St. Mary's strip to check out a beer garden that's using Asian, German, American, and Tex-Mex flavors. A lot. That's a lot to take in.
The team at Worst Behavior is creating some truly unique items through the fusion of Asian, German, American, and Tex-Mex flavors. The menu offers fun items like Szechuan chicken quesadillas and a hot pot seasoning, confit chicken roti wraps full of fresh herbs, bratwurst sausage rolls topped with papaya salad and Asian sauce, and my favorite, the kimchi queso burger and the kimchi queso hot dog.
Oh, wow. That is exceptional. That's grass-fed beef from Texas right there.
This date, September 30th, 2023, marks the end of our silence. It is our duty as veterans of the armed forces to make sure that we stand up and we protect our brothers and sisters in arms at all times.
So you just heard from State Representative Josie Garcia from House District 124. This is a live look outside of an event happening right now aimed towards celebrating Vanessa Guillen's birthday. Guillen was killed in Fort Hood by another enlisted soldier back in 2020. Guillen would have been 24 years old.
Now, this event hopes to bring awareness towards military trauma and the passage of House Bill 2248, the Vanessa Guillen Day Act. So obviously we're out there through the day. We're going to have much more coming up on our later shows. But for now, time is 9:33. It is 80 degrees out there. And look, we saw them release the doves. It looked beautiful out there.
Beautiful.
We've crossed into the 80-degree mark.
And here's the good news, Max. I've been talking about the end of this marathon race, and we can do it.
The marathon of the heat that we've seen since
And I said this in August.
No, you said it in July.
I said, okay, guys, we're getting to the end of the marathon, and then August happened. And then September happened, Sarah.
Hands on hips.
Oh, my goodness. Well, let's hope you don't jinx it this time. No, but she won't, because we expect a cold front, or at least a cool front, moving through, a first real deal cool front moving through Wednesday night. So we've got a while to wait until Wednesday night, but at least the weather is going to become a little bit more seasonable by this time next weekend. Take a look at the pollen count for the day today. Not too bad. Molds, ragweed, and pigweed all low in the pollen count. And by the way, just a friendly reminder, we're going to be reminding you 14 days, 2 weeks from today, there is a solar eclipse. It's going to be a ring of fire in the sky as the moon moves in front of the sun, and San Antonio is right in the path, right at around 11:50 a.m. It's technically called an annular eclipse because of this ring that forms in the sky if you're in the path, and we will be in the path, and KSAT is your eclipse authority station. We will be giving you all the information for that. Just a friendly reminder that when it comes to these kinds of solar eclipses, you have to use eye protection. to look at the sun, and not just your regular old sunglasses. It needs to be ISO approved, and we have got information on KSAT.com right now as to some links as to where you can get those kinds of glasses. Looking ahead to the forecast for the day today, it is going to be hot, 88 at noon, 94 for the afternoon high, and just like last week, every now and then in the afternoon, there will be a couple of pop-up downpours. Only 20% coverage, 20% chance. And then this evening should be pretty nice for any kind of football games or anything like that. By the way, we have got that cold front coming. I'm going to give you details on timing of that, rain chances with that, and how cool it'll actually get coming up in a few minutes. Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. A man is recovering from a gunshot wound this morning after San Antonio police say he was shot in the leg near a bus stop on Austin Highway. This happened just before 2 this morning in the 2300 block of Austin Highway. The man called for help, was taken to the hospital where he's expected to be okay. Police say they searched for a crime scene but were unable to find one. This is an ongoing investigation.
Well, they used to carry out the law, and now they're on trial. 2 former San Antonio police officers, Carlos Castro and Thomas Villarreal, well, they're accused of beating up a man inside his own home in early 2020.
They're charged with aggravated assault by a public servant. Their trial started yesterday morning. And as Garrett Berger tells us, their defense is that it was part of their job.
In January 2020, police say Eric Wilson was speeding and failed to signal a turn. But the head of the Civil Rights Division in the DA's office says that while in his east side driveway, Wilson was faced with San Antonio police with their guns drawn.
He reacted. I'm not sure I want any of this. And he went into his home.
He says police demanded Wilson come out. Wilson didn't, but police went in.
But in the 2 minutes of that entry, Wilson was pummeled 20 plus times about his head and face.
But in their opening arguments, the defense repeatedly hammered that Carlos Castro and Thomas Villarreal had rough jobs that required rough action, that in this case was justified.
What may look awful is not unlawful.
Defense attorney Jason Goss says Wilson knew police were behind him before he got home, and he did not have the right to try to get away into his house. And when police made their way in, Goss said they only used force until they got Wilson's hands.
You show your hands, you don't get punched. If you won't show your hands and resist arrest, you will get punched.
While prosecutors say the officers did not apply the law appropriately.
When you're on the left-hand side of the V, how we arrive at that answer matters. We have to show our work here.
Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Well, a man has been found guilty for intoxication manslaughter in the death of Armando Ortiz. The verdict handed down yesterday evening, and the person found guilty, Paul Donaldson. Now, jurors found Donaldson guilty of driving the wrong way for 6 miles on I-35 back on January 2017 and crashing into Ortiz. Prosecutors say at the time, Donaldson had trace amounts of drugs in his system, including meth. Because Donaldson has a previous conviction in Tarrant County, he could be sentenced to up to 99 years in prison, and he will learn how long he'll be behind bars on November 6th. Now to the looming potential of a government shutdown that could impact thousands of people here locally and millions across the country.
Especially those interested in traveling soon. ABC's Philip Liploff explains why that is and what could happen to those people's flights.
This morning, concern mounting for air travel trouble as the government shutdown looms.
It's going to put stress on the system from all directions.
Come Sunday, if the shutdown happens, nearly 58,000 TSA officers and 13,000 air traffic controllers working at airports coast to coast will remain on the job without pay, since they are considered essential federal employees.
As it is, the employees now live paycheck to paycheck. So one missed check can affect them in many different ways.
Initially, operations should run smoothly, but travelers may start seeing disruptions and delays if the shutdown drags on. Agents could start calling out sick, leading to longer lines and extended wait times.
If this goes on for more than a few days, what we know from 2018 and 2019 with that long shutdown is you're going to be looking at longer lines, shorter tempers, and a much lower capability of being able to get from point A to point B.
Already short-staffed, if a deal isn't reached on Capitol Hill, training will pause for all new air traffic controllers. 1,000 trainees furloughed.
At the end of the day, that means more shortages and more outages, and that can contribute to cancellations and delays.
And those fill up off reporting time now, 9:40, 81 degrees.
Let's take a look outside with live cam, already 81 degrees. Are those clouds? Yes, Sarah's.
Yes, they are. I spy clouds.
I'm going to let Sarah Spivey do all the forecasting and meteorology stuff when we come back. Did you see the last supermoon of the year? So the harvest moon peaked yesterday morning. It was beautiful, with a bigger and brighter appearance closer to the Earth than usual. Other names include the corn marker moon.
Love that one.
Love that one. Moon of brown leaves, or autumn moon, giving a nod to the fall season.
Okay, so if you did see the harvest moon, we want to see what you saw. Thanks to those who've already sent in their pictures of the moon to our KSAT Connect. Here's a look at some of them captured by the viewers.
I tried to take a picture of this with my silly iPhone, and my iPhone laughed. It was like, It just looked like an orb.
Some of these are amazing.
I know,
though.
so you need like a long lens, or some of those, they take pictures with
I love
telescopes.
that one over Woodlawn Lake there. That you can see the
Beautiful.
moon. Absolutely beautiful.
I was driving home when the moon was rising, and I texted my family, everyone go outside right now. Go look at the moon.
And it's when it's rising and setting that it gets that beautiful orange color.
So beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
The corn maker moon.
Cornmaker moon.
Just in time, we see a weather pattern change for us later on this week, but we do have to wait until Wednesday. So it's status quo this weekend, okay? Everything that you're used to with the weather, temperatures in the 90s, couple of isolated thunder showers, that's going to be happening this weekend. But a real deal cool front arrives Wednesday night, our first real front of the season that we are all anticipating. It won't be sweater weather, okay? We're not going to have a chill in the air, but it will be noticeably comfortable, and this front is going to bring a decent chance of rain, our best chance for widespread rain in quite a while in south central Texas. That high pressure system has been firmly in place. That's why we have been hot and dry around San Antonio. It's been a different story out in New York. You may have seen the images, the most rainfall for a day on record in the city. Very impressive there to see those record rainfall amounts. And then we've got a low pressure system out in the western portion of the United States. This is going to be bringing in some cold air from the north. That's that front that is going to be moving through on Wednesday. So let me take you through the futurecast. That high remains stubborn through about Tuesday, but then that low is going to kick out that high, and we're going to see that low grab that cold air from the north, and a cold front is going to form. During the day on Wednesday, that front is going to be moving through Texas. Wednesday and Thursday morning, it's going to be a great day to tune into KSAT, because not only are we going to give you the most accurate forecast, but we're also going to show you the temperature map across the state of Texas. It's going to be fascinating to see temperatures in the 40s in the hill country, temperatures in the 80s and low 90s across the Rio Grande Valley, and rain on the radar as well. Wednesday night into Thursday, that is our best window for widespread rain. And then during the day on Thursday, things will gradually clear out, and by Friday we should have gradually clearing skies as well, with drier air and more comfortable air moving in from the north. Here's a look at those rain chances. Until Wednesday, isolated rain. We're only talking 20 to 30% chance today, tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, that front will be approaching, and then Wednesday night, that front will be moving through. That's where we have the best chance for showers and storms. Okay, so that's a while away, all right? So we need to get through this weekend, and this weekend is going to be hot with more of the same weather that we're used to right now. 81 degrees in San Antonio, 83 in New Braunfels, 83 in Castroville, and you can see there's some clouds out there right now. Those clouds will gradually be clearing out. By noon, it'll be mostly sunny and 88. In the afternoon, a few of those puffy cumulus clouds will develop. If they can grow tall enough, they will produce some rain, perhaps a storm. Chance and coverage only 20% after 3 p.m. 94 degrees this afternoon for the high, and then temperatures will be cooling down into the 80s tonight. So just to recap everything I said, tomorrow more of the same like today, only isolated rain through Wednesday. That front moves through, And yes, a big temperature difference for us. Highs in the 80s, low 80s. It hasn't been like that since early June, guys. So this would be a big change in our forecast. Cool mornings with those lows in the 60s, highs in the 70s and 80s. A welcome change for us.
Beautiful.
I mean, this is just amazing. This is like the time of year.
We have waited a long time for this.
Everyone's just going to be in a better mood. It's going to be great.
I think so. By this time next weekend, everyone will be in a better
I apologize, guys, for being in such a bad mood this summer.
You know what?
I forgive you. It's been a long summer.
Okay, cruel summer.
Cruel
Thank
summer.
you, guys. All right, time now, 9:48, 81 degrees.
During Hispanic Heritage Month, the local bookstore is celebrating in their own unique way how it's bringing the voices of Latino authors together. That's after the break.
Well, welcome back for Hispanic Heritage Month. We want to take you to a store that's celebrating Mexican-American culture and highlighting Latino books.
Tiffany Huerta shows us how the bookstore is bringing the voices of different Latino authors together.
These are books that you're not going to find at big public commercial bookstores and nationwide chains.
Latino author books fill the shelves here.
So we have a big collection on those of bilingual children's books.
The Guadalupe Latino Bookstore and Gift Shop is located at the corner of Guadalupe and Brazo Street.
In the old Progreso Pharmacy building. Many people will remember it as such.
The store opened in October of 2021.
This is where you're going to find any of those books that are written by Latinx authors in Texas.
Cristina Bailly is the executive director of the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center.
A book that I personally am loving right now, that I'm reading right now, is actually this one, The Tip of the Pyramid.
Bailly says they continue growing.
Our goal is to have the biggest offering in the country of Tamal books.
The bookstore has become a special place for artists and authors. Every month, there are book readings and signings.
Our audiences know that anytime that they're interested in learning more about their culture, learning about a new author, learning about a new book, they can come here and learn about it.
Bailly welcomes the community to this special place in the heart of the West Side.
I feel in seeing these books is a sense of fulfillment that we are making our community better by providing this information and making it available.
The Guadalupe Culture Arts Center is one of several organizations that make up the Culture Arts District. There's a lot of opportunity for you to learn more about San Antonio's Mexican-American culture and community. Reporting from the West Side, Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Tiff. Time now, 9:54, 81 degrees. All right, we talk about a lot of things through the course of this 3-hour show. We talk about inflation. We talk about the possibility of government shutdown. Well, those topics really merging tomorrow. We're going to be speaking to someone from the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, talking about our economic forecasts for small businesses and really the business landscape across the Alamo City and what impacts we will see locally if the government cannot come to a deal by the end of the day. Not going to miss it tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. If you have questions, you can submit them right now. Just head to the leading essay section at ksat.com. We'll be right back.